Sam and Naaman in the morning. Well, hello everybody again. A little bit late coming to you, but we are Sam and Naaman in the morning. I'm Sam.
I'm Naaman.
And we're bringing you a show where we basically talk about whatever the hell we want to. Why? Because it's kind of fun, and we enjoy it, and we enjoy you watching it. So we hope you enjoy watching it as well. So we're just going to kind of talk a little bit about what's been going on with our life. This show's kind of come a little bit later after our show, man. So, hey, I missed you. How you doing?
You too.
It's been a long time, so since we sat down at the table and actually got to talk with each other. If you see my shirt, I ran the Warrior Dash today. You probably can see a few of the photos I had up there, and it was good time. I had a couple of high school friends that I ran it with, Brent and Justin. You may have heard me talk about them before. But yeah, it was good. Wore a suit, got a lot of comments, but it was a lot of fun. So
I did not run the Warrior Dash.
you did not.
So there you go. That's that.
That's that. That's what's going on. So, well, moving on to one of our other segments that Naaman usually highlights the most is, what have you been reading?
I've been reading The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And what I can say mostly about that is it's a long book.
And it's a trilogy, so
I did actually know this one was a trilogy this time,
okay.
So there you go, viewers. I was watching. I didn't fall stupidly into this one again. I knew that because there's 3 movies, though.
Yeah. But on the side, did you finish that one trilogy that you had started?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No intention to.
Okay. I was wondering.
Absolutely not.
I never heard you mention anything about it again, so I'm sure I figured you had cut it off. That was it. You were done.
Yeah, I was done. It was good enough for me. Yeah.
Okay. But The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, you know what you're getting into.
Right.
How many pages are you in?
I'm like 220 out of 600 and some.
Okay. All right.
I'm also not reading all 3 of these books either. So just so you know, I'm just reading this one.
All right. Well, what I'd like to know is, why are you not reading all 3 of the books if you knew there were 3 starting off? Is it just the first one you assume is going to be the best, and then?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen the movies?
I've seen the one with Daniel Craig.
Okay.
Which I liked quite a bit.
Yeah. I've seen both of them, actually, the Russian version and the one with Daniel Craig in it. The Russian version is actually quite a bit better, in my opinion.
Someone else told me that. Even with the subtitles?
Oh yeah, even with the subtitles. I know you hate subtitles.
No, I just get too distracted.
Right. But the way it's done in the Russian one, I think... I don't want to spoil anything for the movies. I know they've been out for a while. But they play up a little bit more of a romantic aspect in the Daniel Craig Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, like their relationship. And the Russian one, they don't play it up as much. And so it's kind of like, stuff happens, but it's really because she wants it to happen and not because she's driven forward by a man. Which I feel like our Hollywood, I don't know, kind of that's what we do. That's how we kind of make it, is that there's got to be a love story in everything. In fact, there was a love story in The Hobbit, and I don't think there was any of that in the book. I don't know.
Hobbit love stories. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the book, I'm like a third of the way through, and they haven't even really interacted yet. So,
yeah, I've heard it's a good book.
It's very, very in depth. It's like 7 stories in one book.
Yeah, those tangled webs of stories that eventually will probably come together, I imagine. It'll be complicated, which looked me interesting. Are you reading anything else other than that?
No,
Okay.
just that.
Well, I'm gonna bring up a TV show that I recently finished. Even though it came back out in February, House of Cards, Season 3. You broke my heart.
It's terrible.
You broke my damn heart.
Literally terrible. I'm also not finishing watching that.
Which I should have stopped. I'm not gonna, no spoilers as well. All I can say
Here's
is...
a spoiler, it sucked.
Yeah, exactly. Had such high hopes going in. We actually talked about it, I think, in our January or February show,
we talked about it before.
Being excited about it coming out, and
now this is the face you get. No, we quit watching. I think we were like 5 or 6 episodes in, and it's just like there's not a single thing interesting happening.
Yeah, and I kind of thought, I was like, there'll be an uptick every time, every episode. Uptick. There's something exciting is going to happen. Last episode, I was like, there's got to be something. There's got to be something that just kind of brings it to that climax that makes it like, this has all been worth it.
No.
Negative.
Not a single thing. False.
No. So, that's a shame. So,
The entire first episode is just Doug's bloody face. I mean,
they do show his face a lot, so they want you to know he was beat up pretty bad.
Maybe he directed that episode. I don't know. Sometimes shows have different directors.
Yeah, he's like, I want to get a lot of facial cameo going on.
He's like, get makeup in here, make it bloody.
It's got to be
really up by my nose.
It's true.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
It's utterly terrible.
So, well, what can you do? It's over now, and I guess they're going to make a season 4. We'll see. I don't know.
But Netflix does have some good shows.
Mm-hmm.
Some other good shows.
Yeah.
The Daredevil show was good.
Yeah. I've been watching it. I'm about 9 episodes in. So, it's definitely, I'm like, how much can a guy get the crap kicked out of him? And it's like, well, there you go. You're seeing a lot of that. So, how much can he put up with?
And another good thing about it is that if you're walking into seeing the show with the expectations of the major motion picture Daredevil that was made,
yeah.
I mean,
you're going to be pleasantly surprised how much better it is.
Yeah. It's like 1,000 times better.
Yeah. When Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner decided, or whatever the director was like, let's have this blind guy chase after this girl and then them just fight in the playground. I was like, what? And why?
Bad
and
idea.
who's okay with this?
Bad idea. Bad idea.
It is a bad idea.
Just another example of someone that needed to be like, hey, someone in production or someone should have been like, no, let's not do this. Yeah. But instead they George Lucas did.
Yeah. They should have said maybe not let's do the whole movie, in all honesty.
Yes. Just stop. Let's cut funding.
It's terrible.
Let's cut the funding.
Yeah. And I will mention another show that Netflix has released. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is actually really good.
The what?
Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. It's kind of in the vein of 30 Rock. It's created by Tina Fey. I watched the whole...
I thought that was a kid's show.
Well... No, it's actually more kind of like, in the vein of 30 Rock. I mean, at least both the showrunners and the jokes are just like boom, boom, and just come at you. It's very enjoyable. For something that's really dark, it's very light and funny.
Is it like a 30-minute show?
It's a 30-minute show. And the first 2 or 3 episodes are kind of not the funniest, so you're kind of like, I don't know if I should stick with it. But it pushes through and it ends up being really good. I really enjoyed it. So some things to look forward to. So I kind of wanted to talk about our topic is commitment. I once heard a story one time about this kid who used to mow lawns, and one time he went out to this old woman's lawn, and she was telling him this whole story about mowing lawns and how, she'd pay him $3 for a good lawn, $4, for like a great lawn, and then $5 was like impossible to reach. But, he's like, all this summer, he's just mowing the lawn, trying to get it perfect. And finally, at the end of it, he, gets that perfect lawn, but yet he spent the entire day doing it. And so it started making me think, even about like, the commitment of why we dive into things that we commit to, when maybe there's no reason for us to. Are we just doing it out of arrogance? Are we doing it because we feel necessary? I don't know. And so I asked Naaman to think of a time when maybe he committed to something, not really sure why, and why he thought he did.
First off, I hate mowing. I'd like to reiterate that.
I do love mowing. So that's why the story probably came to my head.
It probably is. I mowed today, and I was angry the whole time. Well, the time that I can think of, probably the most committed I've ever been to a cause, is one time with my roommates, I decided that I wanted to argue that all tires had inner tubes because bicycle tires had inner tubes. And so I stuck with this argument for quite a long time, to the point where one of my roommates actually was like, wanted to fight over it.
Right.
And I didn't really have my argument was basically bicycle tires have inner tubes. And that was my whole argument. And I guess the reason that I stuck with that was, I don't have a good reason why I stuck with that.
Exactly. But there's something in us that makes us stick with the day. I was going to say, the Warrior Dash today, I was running with a suit on, and one of the first obstacles was going through a pond. Shortly after going through the pond, I weighed probably like 10 or 15 extra pounds with all the water weight. And the girl, in one of those little gator things, or the things they drive around on mud on, was like, you're going to have that jacket off by the end of this. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to commit to wearing this the whole rest of the way, even though I hurt really bad right now. and you just keep going forward and just pushing forward. But it's that commitment that we have. I don't know why that is. Even with my buddies, sometimes I'm like, I know I'm wrong with something, but I've committed to where I am, and I don't know what the point of it is. So, I don't know. It doesn't really make much sense. So, I don't know. Just a brief topic I want to bring up tonight, just for fun. So,
hubris.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? It's been a while since we've been on, so I was like, we're going to have a topic. This is what we'll talk about. So, not going much further than that with it. We did have a question from Chris Miller. You asked us where we got our intro music from, an outro. It's simply iMovie. It's just their jingles, basically. That's where I pull everything from, with quite a few of them. Every now and then I grab something that, is classical or something, just because it sounds good. So, just so you know, that's where I get them from if you're looking into it. And then lastly, we'll end up with what's making us angry. Naaman, I'll let you go ahead and start.
What's making me angry is the new Jurassic Park movie. The guy in it, who's in every movie now, what is his name?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. Yeah. I saw a clip today where we all know it's not like it's a groundbreaking story. Dinosaurs get out.
No.
So now they have to hunt them. He stops before they go out on the hunting party. The first try failed, whatever. And he says, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it my way.
He's committed.
For real. Come on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm angry at. Just, like, first, I don't know. It's just angering.
Well, I agree. Do you need anything more? To tell the story of dinosaurs, do you need a genetic
No, but, like,
modified?
think of something...
But it is.
Say something that has been said in every single movie ever where a group of people go after another group of things or something.
Yeah. I could see this as almost, you could overlay movies and run them together, and you could probably see this line being said.
It's going to be such crap. It's going to be Star Wars, like, not the new ones, the last three they did, where it's like, we're going to put so much CGI in, we're going to try and distract people from the fact that this is terrible.
It's garbage. Yeah. I do have some friends that like at least the first one, and it's like, no. I don't, you're distracted by all the CGI stuff.
Like it?
I think so. They tell me that, but I don't know if I can believe it, because how can anybody like that piece of trash? So.
Once again, someone should have said no.
Yeah, they should have.
George Lucas did. No, George, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
No, George, it's not brilliant. It's crap.
Yeah, exactly. That's why whenever they got the script for your, what you were looking for the next sequels, they started over. I'm guessing they weren't very good. So, now they probably did it a little bit more respectfully, but I think they're like, we're going to go a different direction, which is speak for, this is crap, we're just doing what we want to do. So, sorry, George. Didn't work out for you.
You blew it.
Yeah. Well, what's making me angry is thermometers. They've been around, I probably should have researched and said, since 1901 or whatever. It's a basic concept. You put it underneath your tongue. I can't tell you how many people don't understand the concept of putting under the tongue. Don't talk while it's in your mouth. Don't put it on the tip of your tongue. Don't let it slide back on your cheek. Just underneath the tip of the tongue, back of the tongue, and let it sit there until it resolves. Makes me angrier than anything that people can't take, just a temperature. When it's been around, I don't know. It's
300 years.
300 years. 300 years it's been around. And it's just...
And we can't figure it out.
It's a thermometer, people. Put it underneath your tongue. Let it sit there till it beeps. Someplace said. Alright. Well, that's it. We get a late April showing, and this should be up tomorrow, and tonight's Saturday, or today, right now is Saturday, so tomorrow will be Sunday. It'll be up Sunday morning. As always, follow us on Twitter if you'd like. I'm at Sam M. Spangler.
And I'm at Naaman S.
Yeah. And you can also check us out on our Facebook and YouTube page, which same names, Sam and Naaman in the morning. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Bye-bye.